because I think Jordan used to go there too. Jeremy's daughter too,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So she used to go there a lot too. So
Yeah, but the driveway had like a covered carport.
yeah, yeah, I remember that.
Okay, so Ben, if you're standing at the front door, right, and you're looking outside across the street,
Right.
Ben lives about 2 blocks to the left, and Bear lives about 3 blocks to the right of that house.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh shit.
So they're both. What is that? I think it's called Park Hill. Park Hill District. They both live in the Park Hill District.
Sounds like a place where people go to sell drugs and strip. Park Hill, I mean, doesn't it? Almost sound like
Park
the red
Hill.
light. Yeah. Yeah,
Sounds like the
fuck
red
the
light
red light
district.
district. We need to go to Park Hill
Park
district.
Hill.
Get our
We
freak
need to go
on.
Park Hill District, get our freak on.
Park Hill freakos.
The opposite.
Oh my god.
It's actually like the nicer side of town, like older. Um,
So that's technically like Campbell, like it is in San Jose. It's like the nicer version of San Jose, California. They had
it's
that
not the nice
that
side.
one
It's
town.
just the nicer side. The
Well,
nice side. Fucking
he's
snobby
like it's
over
just
there.
he's like it's not the nicest.
No, you've been over there by what's the name of that road over there? Vienna Hills.
Where though? In San Jose and Modesto.
Here in Fort Smith.
Have I been to what? Vienna Hills?
Vienna Hills.
Vienna Hills? No, no, I don't think I have.
There, you gotta be like a fucking doctor
Huh?
or like a high-paid lawyer or some shit to live over there. Them houses are big.
Vienna
I was driving
Hills?
some Razorback had to go
Vienna?
up
Where is
there.
that by?
Fancy bitches.
I guess that was kind of over where I was living at in Fort Smith, to be honest. I lived by there. Because I actually lived off of Phoenix over there, where the Casey's is. Phoenix Avenue, right there where Casey's is at. I was living in those apartments right behind there. Yeah, behind, or beforehand.
It smells like a pickle in my living room or my kitchen for some reason.
Hey, but you know what though, too? This is a bit of an upgrade too, though. I went from an apartment to an actual house. With a
Well,
garage, with a 2-car garage and everything. Like,
how much longer did you?
it's a duplex? Well, it's a big ass duplex. To me, it's a fucking house.
Yeah, you probably live in like what you and your girl live in,
For
basically what
real,
Bear
dude,
lives
this
in.
thing
Bear
is
lives
huge.
in. Doesn't Bear live in a duplex?
For real. I was over here thinking it was a fucking house and shit.
Coming from the duplex we were in on Tulsa.
Dude, and we don't even, and you know too, we didn't even have a backyard. Them motherfuckers downstairs only did, obviously, because you ain't gonna have it upstairs. But still, like, you know, we at least had like a little, you know, we did have like a little balcony though, huh? Fucking out there smoke. Oh, wait, you're talking about Tulsa. Okay, never mind. I'm over here talking about like in California, but that's an actual fucking, now that was a duplex too though.
No,
Over there,
that was a quadplex.
a quadplex.
Yeah, like 4 apartments.
Over there off of 3rd Street.
Why do they have to
Where the
say all those
gangsters live.
names? Why can't they just say a?
Still talking about that fucking tower shit.
It's a what?
3 bedroom, 2 bath, 2-car garage. But that's 1,500 feet.
How much does she pay a month?
How much you pay a month? $875.
That's actually not bad for what, a 2-bedroom, 1,500 square feet, 2-car. Yeah, shit, that's
3-bedroom.
3-bedroom,
3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car
and it's
garage.
and it's under
1,500 square feet.
1,000, bro. That's yeah, I'm in the wrong state.
Bro, she has 2 kids, so her kids got their own room, and their rooms are fucking massive. Well, actually no.
But still,
your
a
son- okay, the way
duplex though.
The way that your son's roof is, I think makes his room look huge.
Duplexes.
But yes, your room, baby, is the master bedroom. I get
A
that.
duplex out here, there's like 3.
Bedroom inside.
Oops.
Dude, that's why I want my shit.
What I'm saying is, I'm in a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house.
You're in a 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom. No, wait, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and you're in a house and you're paying 800. Where are you
Dude,
at? I forget
for
where you're at. Boomville or something like that.
I'm in Barling.
Barling.
dude, just for a 3-bedroom apartment here,
It's not that far from here.
It's like
How
eight
far
nine
is that
hundred
from here?
bucks.
Like what? Yeah, that's what, like 10 minutes?
Barling, if you go the back way, you can get to Barling like pretty quick. Depending on where you are in Van Buren. Yeah, that'll take you extra time.
To take the back way, we'll probably be there in like 10 minutes, 10, 15.
If you take the back way, like a
She'll probably be in like 5, to be honest, because the way that she drives, man, for real, she be driving fast.
yeah, like where you cross over the dam.
Cross over the dam and all that? Yeah. Yeah. She knows exactly what that's
I live,
at.
I live on 12 Terrace.
Maybe we should try to come by sometime or something. Just hang out for a bit or something. You know? 'Cause I mean, I've been trying to get a hold of Bear so I could try to figure out where he stays so that, you know, especially now that the fact I'm not even, I mean, I actually haven't been with Bailey for a while, right? Officially. But since I'm not living with her and shit, now I gotta deal with all that stupid ass drama. You know what I mean? I've been trying to chill with Bear and with you and Jeremy and all of you guys, you know what I mean? I
And
mean, I
me.
know that, yeah, we will think of you in the spirit. You'll be in our heads. But
Hey,
yeah,
hey,
like,
you acknowledge something in the spirit. I like that. Okay.
yeah, well, since you couldn't be here in the physical form, I mean, I would love to be you. I mean, yes, okay, I would love
Whoa,
to be
whoa,
you,
whoa,
Justin.
no, no.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I just had to play that off. And I
You
just
shouldn't,
continued
Rob.
on.
It's a good thing I don't
Something's wrong
have.
with me.
It's a good thing I don't have a
Something's
shit.
wrong with me.
It's a good thing I don't have a shit ton of viewers at all right now, because otherwise they would have been like, "Huh? What did he just say?"
He just said he wanted to be Justin. Okay, come on.
Oh, you said be me or beat?
Be you, like be you, be you know, like as a
Oh,
person that like who
yeah.
you are,
Everybody
like.
wants to be me.
I thought he was saying he would love to be in you.
Oh
That's
hell
what I
no.
thought.
I was not meaning that. You see,
That's what
now if
I thought
anybody
too. I
else
was
heard it,
like,
they could have
he's
took out of context like that too.
sounds like somebody I know. Sounds like Jordan. Sounds like you. Sounds like Bear. Sounds like me.
What was I just talking about besides that though? Like what was the whole do you remember?
Yeah, you're trying to kick it, trying to hang out.
Oh yeah, yeah, Justin. Since you're not here physically, you know,
Mm.
I
I
think of
could
you
be there
in
virtually.
the spirit. You know, if you want to astral project yourself, you know, do whatever. But still,
I'm not
since you're
that
not
strong.
here physically, we're gonna think of you spiritually. So
What I can do is I could video you guys when you guys all hang out, and we can all just me, you,
well,
and Bear will drink. Jordan doesn't drink.
that is all electrical.
Right. But you'll feel my love through the electricity, through the energy field.
Through the phone.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
It's
Just keep following this thing.
it's kind of like the Soldier Boy song "Kiss Me Through the Phone,"
Come
except
on, soldier boy.
I'm only trying to talk to you guys through the video. Ugh. But
Yeah, we're not trying to like, you
I
know.
was thinking about moving out there, but then I had that discussion with my mother last year, and
A soldier boy song.
what'd she say? I was telling her how Bear said that, I can move in with him, but then I don't know if he would let me move in with him now,
Where
since
at though?
he's with it. Well, he wanted me to live with him,
But where though? Because you're
with,
talking about
with
like out of state, right? Like, you mean like out of
yeah, with
California?
Bear. Bear wanted me to move in with him.
Oh, like over here in Fort Smith or wherever he's at.
Yeah, yeah. And I told him and he's like, you'd have to find a job, and I was like, well, I'm not
I don't
leaving
know
this
about that
job. The
shit.
only reason I'm still here is because of this job, and
Well, you can get jobs like that, to be honest. I mean, there are jobs that are from home here.
yeah, but I've done this job since like 2014.
Well,
So
think
like
about
this job
this.
is all I
Think about
know
this though.
when it
Okay,
comes to
there's a
jobs.
job that's like that, right? It's not exactly from home, but it is like one of those little call centers, right? I mean, you like think about
Yeah.
it, bro. Like things here are so much cheaper than fucking California, period. Okay. And you are starting off at $17 an hour, and then after you get done, after your little probation period, right?
Mhm.
You are bumped up to 19, and then as you progress, right, then you can actually get more as you go, really. But it's like this little on-call center, you know what I mean, for like people that like, if they're like on the road and they need help with, some kind of tire service or some shit, and nothing they call you, you know what I mean? or they have like, I mean, or like their cell phone's fucked up, and you can try to help them fix it. You know what I mean? Kind of thing.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
I'm
but
kind of good.
there are actual jobs like that to where you can do the same thing, but also from home. Like they will even provide you an actual laptop or even like an actual PC setup, your headphones, phone, all that shit. Like they will set it up for you.
I could be a I could be a sex worker on the phone. You know,
Bro, dude, you have no idea how good you would do if you had an OnlyFans out here, bro.
bro. Imagine somebody calling me, and I'm like, and it's like press one for me
That's
to
one,
hear
you
me
son of a bitch.
slurp. Somebody presses one, and I'm like, okay, you pressed one. Like that, and then and then it's like, bam, somebody just donates $50 to me, and then somebody's
He's
like,
like,
all right, I'll give you
bam.
100,
You got a sub, bro.
Mr.
Got a
Freak
sub.
Man, if you do this, and then
Freakman 87.
I probably would, I probably would be licking some toes and some booty, for 50 to
You
hundred
are
bucks.
freaking out, man.
I'd only do it for money. I don't understand people when they say, I ate my girl's booty out, and I'm like, why? That's disgusting.
I mean, if that turd cutter is pretty fucking clean, I would not mind.
That's a good one, turd cutter. Um,
Oh, you know, too. I've been using that for so many years too, but I haven't really like said it to you guys though for some reason. Like,
I
I
mean, but
haven't really said it to anyone really.
think of it though, bro. If you eat a girl's ass out, right? Think if a dude probably plummeted in her butt, and you're like eating the leftovers.
Cheeto head.
He like just took his Batmobile right in there. She opened up her Bat
He just
cave,
took his
and
Batmobile right
he,
up there.
and it just overflowed like the River Jordan.
The River Jordan. Hey, do you know what's funny too? Do you know how like okay? Do you know how I got arrested, right? And I got that no contact order.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the funny thing is that the same day that I got the no contact order is that because okay, whenever that's in place, right? Obviously, I'm not supposed to, hit her up on Facebook, text her, call her, right? I'm not supposed to go into her job or anything like that, right? I'm supposed to be about 150 feet or 150 meters or whatever away from her or more. You know what I mean?
All
Until I
right.
got to go to court, right? Well, wouldn't you think that would be the same thing for her though? Like that she's not allowed to talk to me or text me?
Yeah. I mean,
Because wouldn't
that's
because wouldn't
usually
that
how it goes
put
out
because
here.
wouldn't that make me get in trouble, right? For me talking to her,
I mean, I don't know how it is
right?
out there. I know out here in California, like when Jess,
That's the
Well,
regulations over
well,
here, so they can't do that to you.
well, that's what
yeah,
I'm saying. So I mean, because I was even telling like because because we actually had two cops earlier whenever I went to go pick up my shit, right? And basically, long story short, is that after I got out of jail and all that stuff, right? And all of a sudden, I went to the vapor station here in Van Buren. Now, here's the thing: Bailey used to work at the vapor station. She don't work there anymore.
it's not like
Okay,
a.
she works.
She still works
She
there?
no no. She actually works at the fucking gas station in the same exact area where that vapor station is on Zero. She
Oh,
works at
the
the
gas
gas
station on the
station.
corner?
Yeah, because the same guy actually owns the gas station and vapor station, like everything in that area.
Is
So
Vapor Station like a vape shop?
yes,
Okay.
yeah. But what I'm saying though is that right after okay, because she actually has a friend that actually works at the vapor station there in Van Buren. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's a goblet. There's a
And me and my girl, we actually went inside the vapor station. And tell me why, after that, we leave the vapor station and her friend was in there, not even an hour later, that fucking Bailey's calling me. You know what I mean? She
This was
straight
recently,
calling
like
me.
today, or
No, this was last night.
oh, you and your girl go in there, and then her. Yeah.
Because like I said, I mean, last night is whenever I got, you know what I mean, or yesterday morning is whenever I got released or whatever. And all of a sudden
Yeah.
after that, we went to the vapor station so I can at least get myself a vape and get herself a vape or whatever, right? And while we were in there, my Bailey's best friend or whatever was there at the vapor station in Van Buren because she works there too. Like her friend works there too in Van Buren and also Fort Smith. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about Bailey.
So you guys
But
go to the vapor station. Her friend works there. Her friend tips Bailey off. Bailey's probably thinking
yeah,
you
ba-
went there looking for her or something.
yeah. No, no, she thinks that she probably thought that I was like going over there trying to talk to her friend, trying to get information on Bailey. Yeah. But here's
Yeah.
the thing though, is that I wasn't even there for that. And not only that, I didn't even look or even talk to her friend at all anyways.
Well, was your girl with you in the store?
Yeah, my girl was the one that
Maybe
was in there
that's
buying the vapes and shit.
maybe that's the other thing. Maybe the best friend is like, oh, he's already got a new girl and blah blah blah.
Well, that's the thing. Bailey already knows that I've been talking to this girl, and I've actually been coming down here to Van Buren like for like the last what, babe, month and a half, 2 months, 2 months. So she already knows that I've been seeing the. I mean, that I've been seeing her. It's just
Yeah.
the fact is that I just thought it was funny that the fact that she gave me a no contact order, but yet that she wants to sit there and call me to pretty much entrap me. I thought that was funny because I
Do
was like,
you
nah. Because
do you
I
s-
saw it, and you know what, too? I just let it just go to voicemail. You know what I mean? I didn't even answer. I was like, fuck no. You
do
tripping, girl?
do you have a voicemail of her? Like any recording? Because you could take
I mean,
you you
I did,
technically.
but I kind of deleted it.
I think you can get that back. Because I was gonna say you could go to court if she tries to say anything. Be like,
But the
I
thing
have
is
a
though
recording right
too,
here of her calling
but
me.
the thing is though too is that I can't really tell if she actually purposely talked to me or not because she was actually at work talking to other people because it kind of sounded like that she was like butt dialing me. But the
Hmm.
fact is that she actually has an actual iPhone watch. You know what I mean? So she was probably calling me off of that, not off of her phone. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say if you have proof of that, bro, and she tries to start some shit when you go to
Well,
court, I was
here's the
like, you have
thing.
that
I
as
do
proof.
have my call log. I do have my call log where it does show her actually calling me and getting a missed call from her.
Well, there you go. You can.
I mean, I don't necessarily have the actual voicemail, but yes, I do have the call log, and I have that in there.
Well, they can trace her number if she lies about calling you, even though they've seen it. They could
Oh, they already
trace
got
it.
her number. I've already gave the cops her number 2 or 3 times a day just to even call her, just to even get inside the department so I can get my shit. So if they really,
Well, I'm just
you know what I
saying
mean?
on court, just if she brings up some shit, be like, I have proof that she called me, Your Honor. Like I didn't answer it, but I have proof right here. Then she would technically, if I'm correct on the laws, that would basically show the judge that she violated the no contact order.
And you know what though too? The no contact order wasn't even from Bailey. That was actually from the judge. So that's for the both of us.
Oh
You know what
yeah,
I
so
mean?
then yeah.
So you know what I mean?
Well, cause
I could
that's
kind of understand if you know what I mean if fucking oh god
Cause that's what Jessica did, bro. I don't care about saying this on my live stream because she's admitted it. But do you remember when I was with her? And I don't know if I told you guys this back then. Jordan, you might have known, but um, we were living together, and she. Long story short, the guy that she ended up leaving me for, he was in a divorce with a girl who was living with us with her boyfriend. So it was like a big love triangle shit almost type thing.
oh my god
So she
a love
she
triangle
kicked me out and moved him in her bedroom, right? And then
fucking children.
I go to work the next day and I get a
Oh,
restraining order from her best friend's
I
sister.
actually have a screenshot.
And then I'm like, okay, I know she's done. She could have just, this could have been fake, but she ended up being real. So I called an officer to verify it. So then I ended up staying in a hotel and I went to the court and the judge was like, da 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 this, Miss blah blah blah. I'm not gonna say her last name on live, but you guys know who it is. And he's like, "What do you want, Don?" I was like, "I just want to get my stuff, and I got a place to stay." And then he asked her, and she's like, Miss blah blah blah, how do you feel about this? And she's like, Your Honor, I found a book of his that, he claims that he's written about me and my son about killing us and blah 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 and all this other stuff. And he's like asking me about it, and I was like, I have no idea, Your Honor. This is why I want to get away from her because she's saying stuff like this. This is why this whole thing started. And he still basically gave her the no contact order, and he basically told her like you can't go to him either. If you call him or he calls him and it's and we find out, then we're going to drop this whole thing, and then he can choose to do what he wants to do. But then
Where
it eventually came
uh
back. She eventually like admitted to just doing it just to.
where do I go to oh man
And I still have the paperwork too, like when I was served with it. Her best friend's sister at the time,
Trump
when I talked to
five.
her, she
Contact.
goes, Justin, I'm
Oh, there
so
we go.
sorry, but I have to give this to you. I know it's not true, but blah blah
Okay.
blah, and so on and
I was
so
just
forth.
trying to make sure. 79437.
Oh no.
Okay, so I'm catching minnow.
Sorry.
Hey, buddy, you're in my fishing spot, Remy.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, sound bitch.
Remy, you
I
need to
didn't mean to
move.
turn you on.
Let's just be lucky that my live stream can't hear you.
What?
Because you said I didn't mean to turn you on.
Yeah, it's part of the season in Diablo right now. It's
Mm.
called an exposed root. And when you run up and you tap X on it, the root kind of expands and all these guys fucking come up out of the ground and you gotta kill them all and then the root pops and this big boss comes out of it. You gotta kill him. So I walked up and I was trying to pick up an item but I accidentally activated the exposed root. So I was like, no.
Yeah, something is off topic. I was playing MLB earlier, and I could have sworn, did they change the Cleveland Indians name to Cleveland Guardians?
Oh, I don't know that much about baseball.
Oh,
You fat fucking hooer.
You fat fucking hooer.
Cleveland
I'm coming back for
Guardian.
you, you stupid hoe.
You stupid hoe.
Cleveland.
Just straight killed me.
Still
Cleveland.
kidding, bro.
Cleveland.
For
Oh
real?
no! Damn it! Turned on the fucking root again. I'm so sorry. Oh, didn't do it.
Oh, they did.
I need to
The
finish
Cleveland
this.
Guardians, formerly Cleveland Indians.
Ah,
Wow. Yeah, that was
That's
when all
pretty
that
good.
that was when all that stuff was coming out about people destroying statues and
Oh,
stuff.
is that what that was?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What up?
What's
What
good?
up, people?
well,
Well, howdy.
Well, hey, did you ever get a hold of Scott?
No?
He didn't let you know if he got my time off request for yesterday.
no,
No, but he did call me and we just kind of sat here talking like buddies.
Uh, good for you.
Bear, what were you asking for prayer on your Facebook?
Yeah, food.
People were asking and you didn't like respond to it.
Like, I don't know,
I'm not gonna get into that right now.
Oh shit. Oh god damn it.
Must have had something to do with his old lady.
Like I said, I'm not gonna get into it right now.
Oh,
So should I
super chesticles.
let Bear know what's going on or what?
I would. I mean, I already know. Jordan already knows. Might as well tell him.
I know.
Oh.
That's why I was telling Bear to jump on.
What?
Well, long stories. Well, I mean, I wouldn't really say long story short, 'cause I'm probably gonna fucking explain it anyways. But
Short story long.
yeah. Okay, right now I'm in Van Buren, right?
Yeah.
I'm with my girl or whatever. You know what I mean? And fact is um on Tuesday night, right? I was at home or whatever. I was drinking a little bit. I was obviously smoking a little bit. And me and Bailey, right? We kind of got into like an argument or like a like a verbal argument, right? And
Yeah.
and after that verbal argument, well, guess what? Sorry to say, she pretty much did what you did to her. She fucking called the cops on me. Had 4 officers there. I got arrested. by the time at 2 o'clock that morning, I was actually in jail, and fucking my girl bailed me out at like 8 o'clock that morning, 9 o'clock that morning.
Dirty hoe.
What the
8:30,
heck?
whatever.
Jordan.
Yeah, so I spent a night in jail on fucking between Tuesday and Wednesday morning. And I've been, and my
Bummer.
girl picked me up. Obviously, she's the one that bailed me out, so she came and picked me up. And after that, um, fucking, I've been here, right? And today, actually, in fact, because of the fact that well, she didn't. Okay, I'm not gonna say that she did, but the judge put a no contact order, right? Which means I can't call her, I can't text her. She can't do the same thing too. You know what I mean? Like she can't call or text me either, right? Well,
Okay.
I had to pick up some of my clothes and like my PS5, you know what I mean? So I at least have some clothes because I'm actually living in Van Buren now, dude. I'm living with my girl
Okay.
here in Van Buren now. Like me and Bailey, we're just like, I mean, like even today, I was actually talking to the landlord while that I was moving all my, the majority of my shit. And pretty much told the landlord, like, yeah, take me off the lease. I don't want no responsibilities. I'm done. And after that, we both left. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Fuck
So,
that hoe.
so that's what I'm
For
saying.
real.
Like, at this point, like, if you wanted to come by where I'm at here in Van Buren one day or something like that, so we can go chill at your place on your day off or something like that. You come
Your
by and
girl,
pick me up.
your
Yeah,
girl be okay with me coming over there?
Yeah. As long as that she's here too, because she's got her kids and stuff too. But like, let's say if like, if you and your girl at home, and if we wanted to come by, right? You know what I mean? Like, she could actually drive us over to your place. You know what I mean? She's got a
Yeah.
vehicle and all that, so.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, the situation has changed. The status quo has changed.
Dude, you know what though? Even though you went through all
That's
that
good.
bullshit with Bailey the other night, I almost feel like it was kind of like needing to happen, basically. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, yeah, it was going to happen regardless. I was basically just trying to wait until the lease was up, and
right.
the original plan was for me to actually stay at that apartment and have her move out because her and her man was going to find a place. But guess what? Since her boyfriend's like what, 18, 19 years old, and he's like, a little fuck boy. Well, you know what? They can't find anything because he's too young. Because you know what? He's never rented, so no one's going to rent to him. So guess what? She did this so that they could both live there. But guess what? She's not gonna be able to afford that place because guess what? I made more than she did whenever I was working at Walmart, and that's the only reason why that we got that apartment is because it was a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, $800 a fucking month plus utilities and shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Yeah.
with her little $300, $400 week paycheck, trying to sit there and pay for that shit on her own, yeah, that's not gonna happen. And with her little boyfriend that she has right now, that still lives with mommy and daddy right now.
He doesn't even
Yeah.
work?
He does no, fuck no. That dude, this kid is a kid that is still living with his mom and dad that has a 4x4 fucking diesel truck that does not work. So
Oh,
yes, how do you think
he's probably one of those
getting
rich
his-
kids.
Well, here's the thing though too. His parents don't like her because guess what? She actually has to sneak inside his bedroom just to fucking go visit him there.
Are you
Damn.
serious?
That's what I'm saying, bro. And you know what, too? That fucker's bedroom is dirty as fuck. That's what too. That's what she's even told me. She was even told me that there's been a few times that she even went in there and she was about to walk right back out because of how he had dirty clothes, food from there from like the last week. Just
It sounds like my
couch.
place.
Oh yeah, great.
Just kidding.
Remind me of that.
I ain't got no food lying out. I just got clothes, that's it.
Am I about to walk into Batman's cave?
No, you consider my house like Saw. That's how I tell everybody. Is basically it
Oh
is.
shit, so fuck.
Like it's literally like it's not rigged, but I can rig I can rig a
Did you
trap
say
with
really? Not really. I
Me?
caught that, dude.
I heard
Yeah.
about it. I didn't say anything. Yeah, dude. I heard about. I didn't say anything.
That was me that said that?
Yeah.
Really?
See,
Dude.
Bear, this will make you a little happy. I ran out of my weed pen is all done.
Why would that make me happy?
Cause you were saying the other day that I was using it too much.
No, I was messing around. I can really give a damn how much you use that. That's your
Oh,
choice.
okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna go this weekend and get like 5 of them.
Like I said, that's your
No,
choice,
I'm
bro.
only gonna get like
Thank
one.
you, man.
I was actually,
40, bro.
I was actually looking at flour and stuff on there. And I was looking at pre-rolls. I can get 3 pre-rolls for like $13. So I don't know.
But
I've never had
yeah,
pre-rolls, so I don't know. I know it's weed. It's
You never
pre-rolled weed.
had you never had like a pre-roll cone or whatever, like a cone pre-roll.
Nah, most of the people I smoked with when I was homeless, they were basically like we were all juggalos that all like smoked weed. So like
hey Rob.
we
So
were
how the
got
fuck
our
do you not know what weed is then?
no, I do know what weed is. I'm just saying I've never smoked a pre-roll.
Oh, so whenever I mentioned that it was actually flour, then that's what kind of caught you off guard. You never heard it called that?
I've never heard it called flower before. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I mean,
Oh, okay.
because yeah, I just
That makes
heard the
sense.
term flower like 2 or 3 years ago.
You must not spend a lot of time around potheads.
Well,
Yeah.
no, yeah, well,
Then again, I used to grow weed, so that term made complete sense to me. It's actually what you call it. It's flowering
That,
phase
that's
when
what I'm saying.
plants
That
have
to
bud.
me, that's an actual dispensary phase or a dispensary, word or whatever.
oh yeah,
Because
Hey
ever
Rob.
that's what it has
because
on their
Hey
whenever I
Rob.
went
website.
in, I asked them for flour.
Hey Rob.
What's up, Bear? What's up?
Do you still have your card and stuff to go to the dispensary?
Oh yeah.
If I needed you to get me like an ounce, would you be able to do that?
I would, but the thing is though, is that I don't have my Oklahoma one right now. I still need to get some money to renew my Oklahoma one, but I still got my Arkansas one. But ounces are pretty fucking. Actually, no, I could probably get a deal on some ounces actually in Oklahoma. Well, not in Oklahoma, but
Arkansas.
well, yeah, yeah, in Arkansas for sure. But
How
I
much?
mean, if I did get it from Oklahoma though, from like state line and shit, then I mean, I could still get you a pretty good deal with an ounce, like $100, bro, like $80 to $100 for like an ounce.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's what I'm mainly trying to do. I'm mainly trying to get my medical card renewed so I can at least
Hey
get
guys,
that.
hold on.
I could have sworn Bear said a few days ago that when I asked him that he didn't want to smoke because of his job.
Yeah, I know. He was tripping about that, but I mean, you never
I,
know.
well, I
I
don't
mean,
know.
life might throw you a curveball, my dude. You know what I mean?
Jordan, does
You're
your
over here
guys
like, you know what?
is
Fuck these goddamn lights. I've been trying to wait and to burn these candles.
yeah, pretty much.
You know what I mean? Like some Cat Williams shit right there, bro.
Fucking candles.
What
Yeah, dude.
what the
Fuck
fuck?
that
What
goddamn
movie's
shit.
that from?
It's
Fuck
not a movie. It's
these.
off of Cat Williams, dude. Stand-up comedian from Cat Williams'
Oh, I know
Simping
who he is.
Chronicles.
Yeah, the Pimp
Well,
Chronicles. Yep.
that's the shit that he said though. That's where that originally came from.
I feel like I've seen one of his skits though in a movie like that somebody's redone.
What's
That was
good?
probably a
You're
skit of
watching an
that.
old guy.
Ah,
Oh, I
shit,
think I'm
man.
thinking of Tupac when he said, "Living in the projects, broke with no lights on."
Yeah. You mean it's just like Juice World, trying to keep the heat on.
Bro, you should have you heard? I was playing Juice last night, and I kept playing a song called Sinister that was remade from Juice
Sinister?
WRLD's. Yeah, look up Sinister by Juice WRLD.
You know what? I think that was one of the new ones that I actually listened to before I even went into jail the other day too.
He basically in the song he talks about like destroying the world and corrupting minds and like I don't know, like burning the world on fire.
Hey Rob,
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, what's up?
I will say I know I was only like I'm pretty sure you heard about my DWI, right? Whenever I got arrested.
I think you may have told me a little bit of it, but I don't know like the full story or anything like that.
Yeah, dude, I blew twice the legal limit. Like if you blow like a .08, you would like obviously you get arrested. But
Hey,
I blew like a,
you remember that video from earlier?
I blew like a
Twice
point,
the legal minute.
I blew like a .14. So obviously I was like, dude, I wasn't getting out of that one. But I was only in
Did you
jail.
actually spend the night in jail though?
Huh? Yeah, yeah. Well, I went through like booking and everything, and they asked me, they're like, okay, so what do you want to do? Do you want to go to Gym Pop or PC? I was like, dude, just put me in Gym Pop. So I
That's
did all
exactly what I
that.
said the other day too. They asked me that shit. I was like, dude, put me in Jam Pop.
Yeah,
You
but
know what I mean?
the
I got no enemies around here.
the thing I didn't like the most was the jumpsuit I had to wear was so small, like my nuts was like camel toeing the whole time. And
My
I'm
Dude,
not
nuts was
I
lying,
camel
dude.
feel
toeing the
that,
whole
bro.
time.
I feel that, bro. The dude, that
Not
suit
only,
that I wore whenever I was in jail in a Modesto, bro. Oh my God, that
Yeah, I was
fucking
gonna say
jumpsuit,
the same thing. In
dude.
Modesto, the black and white stripes.
Yeah,
I was
dude, they
fucking.
were so
I
small
was
on me that
motorcycling
they
like a
were almost like
bitch.
leggings on me, my dude.
yeah,
Yeah,
They were
but
like
I
some
had
straight nut
motorcycle from
huggers.
hell when I was in there.
but
She was ridiculous.
but the thing I hated the most was like you know how like you have to button them up in the front. Like
Oh
Hmm.
anytime
yeah.
I would sit, like the buttons, like the jumpsuit would spread and it would show like my skin. And not only that, but like the sandals they give you, they were different sizes. One was too big, one was too small. I'm like, what the hell is going on, dude?
Damn.
But I will
I could
say,
see you, dude. I could see having
dude,
one
He's
of
looking
I'll
down.
say
He's like,
this,
"What the
his nuts
fuck?
there.
They gave me the wrong size sandals. One's too big, one's too small. Fuck you,
but
motherfuckers! Big bear in this bitch."
hey guys, I can't talk too loud because my girl she's trying to sleep behind me. So if
Right.
I'm not trying to be like I'm not trying to keep her up or wake her up, but uh yeah, but whenever I was in there, like it was like what is it? It's like one room and there's like 12 bunk beds and then you have everybody that sleeps in the same room.
But you see,
But
bro, where you were at though, you know what I mean? You were like in an actual holding cell. Me, I was inside an actual drunk tank. It's one
oh
of those
no,
small
I
ass little
was
rooms. It was
I
like
was
me
in
and
a
two other
drunk
people
tank.
in.
I was in the drunk tank for until like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I
When
used to
did you get
freaking
there though?
I dude, I got arrested at like what is it? Midnight, 11 o'clock. But the thing that sucked was whenever I got arrested in Barling. But when they took me to the Barling police station, their whole system was down. So they drove me to Greenwood. Their whole system was down, and they drove me to Fort Smith. Their whole systems were down. They were like driving me around. I'm like, what the
They were
hell's
just
going on,
transferring
dude?
you.
Yeah,
So by the time they got to a jail, he was already sober.
yeah. But
Or he was already
So
free to
were
go.
they okay? So were they only gonna just do that? Just like were they only gonna just put you inside an actual drunk tank? Pretty much, that's it. You know what I mean?
no, no, I was in the drunk tank for like maybe like 3 hours, and then I saw like this stack of like styrofoam trays, so I used that as a pillow. And then it was me and like two other guys. One of the other guys, like him and I, we were trying to sleep, but there was this other guy that was in there, like I don't know what the hell he's on, but he kept on crying, like saying, "I want my dad, I want my dad, I want my mom." I'm like, dude, we're trying to sleep. Do you mind shutting up just for a little bit? But
I'm gonna be hung over like a bitch tomorrow, so I'd appreciate it if you shut up.
So
yeah,
Bear,
I
where did he shank you after you said that to him?
She just allowed to do that, then
nothing,
she could on the real world, and guess what?
nowhere.
People in the real
If you think
world
of
are
it,
just
bro, jail is like a mental
last of the
asylum for
best. You know what I mean?
people
You
on
don't want to be
steroids.
thinking that shit.
Oh, I
So
know.
you do what you need to do.
Because no, most of the people that do hard time in prison, from what I've heard, they didn't have any type of parental role or any good upbringing. They have no sense of direction. How did I know?
How would you know?
Well, for one, because my dad went to jail. One of my best, well, he was one of my best friends. He's in prison right now.
Jeez,
If you don't want to,
Mr.
I
Expert over
won't.
here.
But I
His
won't open the
dad
door.
was in jail.
Yeah, my dad was in, well,
Hey,
he was in jail
Justin,
for
Justin,
domestic violence, huh?
You know what?
did you ever go to jail?
I'm like, call your mom.
I almost went to prison, bro, but I was able to, I
That's not
pled,
gonna happen either.
I almost went to prison when I was 17.
No, I know that, but did you ever actually go to jail though?
No. I was gonna
Okay,
sit.
so
I was gonna sit in juvie till I was 18, and then they were gonna, and if I get convicted, then they were gonna send me to prison.
yeah,
But
yeah, for the arson.
Well, it's the
yeah,
fact that she knows that I actually
Yeah.
smoke blow out the bowl, and she wants to be here for at least a couple of those till she gets fucked up enough. Because the fact is that her tolerance is not fucking. Her tolerance is high enough to the fact that she needs a couple of bowls just to do something, just to get that, to just get that fucked up, you know.
I think I'm a little high though. I don't know. I'm, I think the stuff I got. I was looking. I was doing more research. I think
Well, you're at work. Okay.
the
I'm sitting there bothering you while you're at work.
cartridge I got. I think it was a sativa, which it gives you like a more of a body high in euphoria, which is basically like
Yeah.
you're at like you're not. I can't remember what euphoria means, but
Nobody's there, huh?
Euphoric.
well, on the package it says euphoria.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's a euphoric high.
Number 2, baby.
Let me see. Euphoria feeling. I bring up euphoria and it brings up an extreme, unrealistic feeling of physical and emotional well-being while being feeling high.
Well-being feeling.
So like with me off of the stop with me, I almost feel like I'm in space. Like I'm floating, like I can't feel my body weight.
So you're basically almost astral projecting in a way, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like I'm basically kind of like out of my body is what it feels like.
You're in that
So I said,
euphoric.
it's euphoria.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was about to just say it. I was like,
Well,
it's like the euphoric high, bro. You're just like.
I didn't really know what euphoric was until I looked it up.
You see, me and Jordan. Okay, Jordan used to grow. I used to grow. Man, we know these words. We know this shit.
Well, if you said astral projection, I know that word, then I would have been like, okay, I understand that one.
Yeah.
Yo, Rob used to sell weed for me?
No, I didn't know that.
Did I? I forgot about that.
Yeah, for a little while.
Oh yeah, Modesto. Whenever I was homeless, huh?
No, you were living with,
Josh.
what's her face? The other girl. The one you lived when you lived right next to Corey.
Oh shit, Avery, bro.
Yeah, Avery.
Yeah, I remember that dude. That fucking lemon haze, my dude.
Nope.
What was
Hawaiian
it?
Kush
Hawaiian Kush.
and the Super Grape Ape.
No,
Those are
I
the
remember
two.
the Super Grape Ape for sure. The Hawaiian Kush is kind of vaguely, but
So wait,
man,
Jordan,
dude,
you
I
were
used to
a
smoke a lot of weed though too.
a dealer? You were a drug dealer?
No, I was a drug dealer supplier.
That's it. That's it. I can't be. Nope, I can't be friends with you.
Drug dealer was getting it from. Okay, so
Nope, I can't be friends with you. I'm higher than that. I'm better than that. It's nice knowing you, Jordan.
I would have kept it going, but my sister's brother lived with us at the time, and he ended up. Me and Olivia took a trip to.
That's what I said, Chad. I think he's tuning me out.
No, it was her brother. It was Jade's brother from her dad's side.
Oh, okay. I don't know that. I never met dude.
Yeah.
Speak.
He was a piece of shit. We took a trip to Oklahoma to go visit Olivia's family, and while we were gone, I thought I could trust him, but I was wrong. And he ended up jacking me for all kinds of shit, and I didn't have enough money
He jacked you?
to rotate out and start my next
Oh,
the next rotation.
never mind.
So I ended up having to sell all my lights and everything. I was bummed out too. I don't know if you ever saw it, Rob, but we blew up an entire bedroom into a grow room. It was fucking beautiful.
I don't think you ever really. Actually, I think I was in that bedroom with you and
Hey,
Kyle.
guys.
Actually, when
Hey, guys, I'll be right
I think
back.
me and
I'll
Kyle.
be right
Remember how
back.
me and Kyle went into the back and we actually smoked a bowl or we smoked a joint or some shit. We were actually testing some of that shit that was actually inside the room that you guys were growing.
Yeah.
Because obviously I was over there to try to slang that shit. So I was like, hey, you know what I mean? Like, we gotta test it out first, bro.
Selling so good that you hit me up asking for more, and I was trying to tell you that it wasn't dry yet. You know, as I said, it's still wet. And then I was joking. I was joking around with you, and I was like, well, I'll tell you what. I said, I'll still sell it to you, but you're still paying, you know, you're going to pay full price for wet weight. You're like, I'll give a fuck. Just give it to me. Oh, shit.
Yeah. You know why? Because I dried that shit out myself. I kind of found out a way how to dry that bitch. Put that bitch in the microwave. No, I'm just kidding.
I was thinking like a blow dryer.
A blow dryer.
I've seen people like dry weed. Oh yeah.
A dehydrated sounds more palatable. You know what I mean?
You
Like,
ever had dehydrated weed?
no.
Nope.
Fucking dry as fuck.
You should try it just to see.
Oh wait, like hella dry ass weed? Yes, I have, like once.
I don't smoke weed, so I can't say that I've had it.
I had some shit called like Mexican gold. Is what they called it. Somebody just gave it to me off the street, and it was just really all it was like little pieces from like the weed, and then like a couple of tiny nugs. But the shit was like a year old, like it was all dry, and I smoked it, bro, and I didn't even get like a fucking high. I just started coughing a bunch.
So it was like some booty ass weed.
It's some shitty ass weed. I'm glad I didn't buy it, but I got see, dude, the best weed I've ever had was when I was homeless in San Jose, and we bought. I think we got
Yeah, see, I don't poke smoke.
Granddaddy. Why are you
You
saying?
don't smoke pot? Pot smoke?
Nope, I don't poke smoke.
Why are you
Pokemon?
saying poke smut?
Hey, what was that other thing that you did that to? There was another word that you said that a long time ago. I forgot what it was. Jordan.
I'm sure I've done that with a lot of words.
Oh, I think it was for like Pop Tart or something like that, or Tart Pop or something. Like it was something
Top
like
Parp?
that. You.
Pop top?
But what's the original word though for it?
I don't know.
Pop Tart?
Pop Tart. Pop Tart.
Yeah, Pop tart.
Like,
Pop Tart's the
I'm
original
I'm
word.
just trying to kind of like recalibrate it in my brain for a minute, you know, like
Tarp
trying to see what
top?
the fuck's going.
Yeah, I honestly, bro, I don't know.
It's been a long time, bro.
So many
Like,
words.
yeah, it's been a long time, my dude. Like,
It's time to get down to the business. It's time for some.
burp snart.
It's time for some business.
Grown up.
Do you guys see the story about that girl or let her for her first? She killed her boyfriend were like drug addicts like on heroin or meth, and her name is Taylor Shabusiness. She's like, I don't know if she's considered a serial killer now, but she basically like cut her boyfriend's head off and like his genitalia and like left it around the house.
Oh, that's a rude bitch.
Yeah,
I mean,
and bro,
that's a nasty ass bitch, but I wouldn't call her a serial killer. That would be that if she did that
a
to like
serial
5 different
clear.
people.
What is
Serial-
what is a serial clear?
A serial fucking killer, bro. You know what? Everybody's just fucking up and glitching tonight, okay? So fuck all y'all. Okay? All you motherfucking NPCs. Yeah. Everybody's glitching out, bro. Like this matrix is fucked, bro. See?
I'm gonna make, instead of saying serial killers when people talk about me, like, oh, serial clears. What is that? Oh,
Serial
that's
clears.
if you yeah.
We're just clearing the cereal, bro.
Dude, I remember back in the day when it was me and you and Bear living together.
Burp snap. Yeah, well, so
And I swear, when we were around each other that often, I hear every word that gets fucked up. So often on his,
oh my god.
he just started socking me after so long.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say anything. I'm just like, boom, 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 boom. Like, what?
Like he'd fuck a word up, and I'd start laughing and ask why, what word or anything.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Why?
I already, dude, I already knew. That's why. Yeah, I was like, you know what? Didn't even have to say anything. I already knew. Just,
Did you say
You
he
were like-
popped you in the shoulder, or did you say poverty in the shoulder?
No.
Oh my God.
When I say poverty.
I don't know.
that makes no logical sense.
I
to
don't
me,
know.
dude. Does
You
that
were.
make any logical sense to
That's
you?
what
Why would you put that-
that's what I heard. Okay,
Then
but
why would you mention something that had no logical sense though?
because that's what I tell you guys,
skillet.
I'm deaf. I'm
Home
partly
fucking
deaf.
skillet, bro.
Hey, you can't steal my
Home
word, okay? I'm the one that
skillet.
came up with home skillet.
I don't know about that, bro.
That's because I
Alright,
have.
First one in the world.
Hey guys, I would appreciate it, and it's not me being rude, but not being so damn loud, dude.
Who can
I
hear
just
us?
got my shit. Hold on, let me finish. I just got my shit fucking jumped because I was being too loud when I thought I was being quiet, but I had to over talk over you guys. And then my woman's over here fucking pissed off at me. So I appreciate it.
Probably be a good idea to like not be in the party chat then.
You know what? Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it.
I don't know what else to say.
It's fucking. It is what the
Yeah.
fuck it is, man.
I mean, if you need it to be quiet,
Quiet.
No, it's all good.
That's on you. That's not us.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Bear, why do you sound like you're stuffed up?
Because it's cold as shit over here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, because
Like
the reason
fucking
I
like 15 degrees, 10 degrees.
the reason I asked, bro, is because
Fucking week.
I wake up every day with like my ears are clogged, my nose is stuffed, I got like phlegm in my throat, basically semen, but phlegm.
You are freaking disgusting, Justin.
I know, and you know what's crazy is I'm live streaming as I'm saying this. I got balls of steel. That's why they call me Mr. Badass. Yes, they do.
Yeah,
All the
I
exes
don't
called me
think
Mr. Badass in the bedroom.
I don't
The
think
hell
They said,
do.
"Fuck me, Mr. Badass," and I was like, "All right."
They were like, "Stomp me, Ginger."
Yeah, that's what you wish they would say, but they don't.
you know what? You pale skin.
I see. You know what? You're fixing to die now. That pale skin shit.
Why is that,
Ask
though?
me real quick. Ask me if I'm scared.
Okay.
You
Like,
are
ask me if I'm
racist
scared.
against genetic mutations. So yeah,
What?
yeah,
You're not a race.
You are a genetic mistake.
yeah. And you're
So what's a
racist
genetic
against
mistake?
genetic mistakes.
All redheads are.
They don't
They don't belong here.
Yes.
Why is that?
because
Because red hair is
genetic mutation, so technically.
It's red. Yeah, red.
So is red hair not an actual hair color or something?
Well,
Well, I mean, it is.
red
It's-
hair, but it's a mutation.
We're not.
Genetic mutation.
We're genetically not supposed to have red hair in the
It's
category.
just like the same thing with, guys that have like, 12-inch dicks and shit. That's a genetic mutation too. Do you know that? And that's just not, and that's
No,
just
that's
not
about black
actually
people,
for. No, that's
not
for actually
redheads.
both, to be honest.
I've never
There's
heard
some,
that
there are
about
some white
redheads,
dudes
though.
that are like 4 inches thick, fucking 12 inches long.
I know
my dude.
nothing of this stuff. I'm
Oh,
single
Oh,
and
Of course you
well,
don't.
I
know
don't.
about sex that people probably don't even know about. Okay, all I'm saying is that that's not just a racial thing, my dude. Okay,
Uh-oh.
it's a white thing too. Okay, they want to sit there and make that propaganda, making girls think that only black dudes actually have big old dicks, but really, in all reality, guess what? White boys do too, bub.
Well, if you
Know
think
that.
about it, Rob, think of it like this, right? We look at when we think of
You know what?
high.
I'm one of them. Okay. Okay.
Think
I'm
of it
not no
this,
12 incher, but I'm at least 8 inches long. Whenever I'm hard, baby, what's up?
Rob. Think
3
of it
inches
this way,
thick.
right?
Mm-hmm.
When
What's up?
when there's a lot of crime, right? Like if you think of the prison system, majority of people, if I'm correct on my math, I want to say there's majority of blacks and Mexicans in the joint, right? So,
Right.
right? So when you hear like crime, somebody immediately would say, "Oh, it's a black person," right? So just like use
But you
that
see,
same
that's a
analogy.
racial thing, though.
But that's what. Well, that's
Racial
what.
thing.
But my next point I was getting to is use that
Right.
same
Right.
logic on a black guy.
Mhm.
When one chick experiences 2 or 3 black guys with big dicks, right? She's most likely gonna think that every black guy she comes across has a big dick, which isn't true. If you watch porn, you know this.
Yeah. I do.
There's black dudes that
That's
have
why I'm
little
telling
Asian
you this,
dicks,
because of the fact that
and I
guess
feel bad
what?
for
I
them.
do watch porn, and you know what?
Oh, so do I.
Notice. I know. And you know too. And okay, but guess what though too? Yes, there are black guys that are huge, but guess what? There's white guys that are huge too inside these porn videos. They're just as big as these black guys, or even bigger. Okay, those are facts too. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know
But
where
you
people
see,
get it just
but
'cause
on
you're
the
black,
porn
you got a
sites and
big
shit, they
dick.
make it seem like only the black dudes are not, even that they are only
That's
just fucking huge. You know what I mean? But they're also small too.
that's
But
just
some
the,
of them
I think
are
that statement
vice
comes
versa.
from women, and if there's women that watch this, don't take it offensively, but yeah,
Well,
I think that comes from women. They just sleep
that's
with
what I'm
one black
saying.
guy and
It's
think
the
that every black guy's a big
percentages.
dick.
it's the percentages of women that have actually experiences that they so happen to have big dicks, right? Versus the white guys that they were with, right? That so happen to have small dicks, and that's why the
There we
majority of
go.
them say that.
Well, I look at it too. It's like the same thing with
I'm
cops.
just
Like everybody
saying the
says
fact is
all
it's
cops
both
are bad,
sides.
but it's just and I don't think all
Not all
cops are bad.
cops.
No,
Not all
no,
cops are bad.
yeah, I was about to say not
I
all.
haven't
There
come
are
across
good cops
too
out
many
there.
good
My
cops though in
sister
my
told
life.
But
me
to be
she's a
honest,
good
though,
cop.
right
Your
now at this
sister's a good
fact,
cop.
I'm just
Hell
saying
yeah.
at this fact right now that there is more corrupt cops than there are good cops, though.
Oh yeah,
And
definitely.
that is true, yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
I am gonna say that right now. You know what I mean? That's why I'm not a very big fan of them. But when I
That's why I
come
want to be an
across a good
auditor,
cop or
bro,
something, you know what
so
I
I
mean?
can catch these
Because you
people.
know what? Because to be honest, I mean, if I'm sitting there talking with a cop and stuff and he's chilling shit, then I'll be chill with him. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be like an asshole and shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Give him a hard time. You know what I mean? I'm about to be chilling with him. I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Make his job easier. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, I
Well,
ain't trying to fucking sit there and get shot or tased. You know what I mean? Before I go to jail.
let me ask you this, because I had
Fuck.
this combo with my parents a couple of years ago. We were talking about IDs, right? And they're like, my stepdad was like, so wait, you're telling me if a cop pulls you over and you don't know why you got pulled over and he asks for your ID, you're not going to show it to him? I was like, that's correct. And he's like, why? You're just making it harder on him. I was like, no, he
That's
works for
right.
me. If he's going to pull me over, he better have a damn good reason of why he's pulling me over. He can't just pull me over and ask me why if I don't know, right?
You
Like if I,
see, I
Well,
do agree with you on that, Justin. But then also at the same time, I mean, obviously you can deny it or whatever, but I mean, deny showing your ID.
right.
But I mean, cops, and when they pull you over, they'll pull you over for anything, and they'll ask you for your ID, but they have to present why they pulled you over before you even do that. And if
Now
it's
they do.
not,
They did in like
if it,
like a
if
year or
it's
two
yeah.
ago.
if it's not a crime, you don't have to show your ID. Now it's impolite to not show it, but they get
A few
pissed off
years ago, yeah.
because
But
they know you don't
you
have
do
to.
realize though that by showing like if you don't have to show your ID, like if I like when I was homeless and I came out of church and I got pulled over, I asked like I was like, why'd you pull me over? And he's like, well, I just don't know you. And I was like, that's. And then he asked for my ID, and I was like, that's not a good enough reason for me to give you my ID, man. Like
No,
I'm
I'm not
coming
gonna
out, and
show
he's
you
like, you
anything
just
that's
look
not on my ID
suspicious. I don't know
record.
you. And I was like, you don't need to know me, bro. That's the thing. You don't need to know me. If I'm not causing a problem, then we shouldn't be standing here. So he basically he ended up detaining me, and he's like you might as well tell me we'll be here all day. And I was like, dude, I live right there, and I don't have to go back for another 6 hours, so I can be here for 6 hours doing this shit just to prove a point. And he eventually gave up. But he told me at the end,
Yeah, like, dude,
he
I'm gonna
was
make a stand.
well, because I asked him, I was at the beginning, I was like, are you trying to find out info? And he's like, no. But at the end, when I wouldn't budge and he told me I was free to go, he answered that and he's like, yeah, I was trying to see if you did. And I was like, that's why I didn't give you my ID. And he's like, you still want to give it? And I was like, nope. Unless
No,
you can prove that I've done something, then I will easily show you. But if you can't prove it, I don't legally have to show it. Hmm?
That's just making
What do you mean?
You don't have anything to hide. Show 'em your ID.
So you're in agreement with that because that's a violation of your rights.
I
yeah,
don't give a shit.
Of what?
I want to kill him. I want to stop my dick.
Jordan saying Jordan
6 hours.
Jordan saying if he got pulled over and an officer asked to see his ID without suspecting him of committing a crime, he would just show it to make it easier. Which I mean I
I
get it.
won't.
If I
I
was
won't.
if I had somewhere to
Well, if
go,
they pull you over, they're supposed to tell you what they're pulling you over for before they even ask for that. There is protocol and all that shit that cops are supposed to fucking follow, but yet they don't because they think they are above the law.
so I don't know when
Fact.
they made this. I don't know if it was last year, not last year in 2024, 2023, but I remember them trying to make a law or made a law
Because police officers
where
are not the law. Just know
where they're
that. They are the
required
ones that are supposed to uphold it.
where they're required to ask you if you know why they're stopping you. No, instead of, you know, they want to, like, you basically have to make sure the person you're stopping is understanding why they're stopping you. Otherwise, they can throw it out in court like, oh, this person didn't understand.
Hey, do you know what's funny too? Do you know what's the funny shit? Whenever I was inside that little drunk tank, or whatever, there was two other guys there, right?
Mm-hmm.
and they were already sleeping or they were trying to sleep or whatever. So I went on side, because the whole thing was cement. There was like a cement bench, there was a cement ground with a toilet and a fucking sink, right? And it
Mm-hmm.
was super small. Well, whenever I was trying to sleep, the other dude who crossed me tried to sprout out his legs and started touching my leg, and I fucking kicked his leg. I was like, "Get the fuck off me!" You hear me? I was like, "Dude, get the fuck off me, bro! Don't be fucking touching me." And the other guy woke up and woke up. I was like, "What? What?" You hear me? Like, dude, don't fucking touch me.
Rob,
So I,
Rob,
you know, what I mean? Like, I was like, dude, fuck this shit, bro. And check it out, man. I ain't gonna lie, and I'm not trying to sound racist, okay? But there's two Mexican dudes, and I'm the only white-looking dude. Even though technically, okay, my race and everything, right? It's not white, okay? I am Brazilian. I am Portuguese. I am fucking native Indian, okay? That is, the closest thing that you could say that I'm even white. But even then, I'm not even still white because I'm native Indian. I'm native, bro.
so what
Okay?
does it say
That's
on
not
your
being white.
what? Well,
Well,
see, I look
they,
white, but I also have Native American and some other shit.
yeah, but you see, obviously they are gonna put me down as white because I'm white skinned.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I
that's
even have
yeah.
Irish for me, and guess what? That's where I get my white skin.
Yep.
But guess what? If I'm inside the
Irish and
sun all
Scottish, I
day,
believe,
I'm
is where we
Irish
get
for
our
sure.
skin.
I'm Irish for sure,
I
my dude.
think you're
I'm not
Scottish
Scottish. I'm
too, bro.
Irish.
I feel like
I
you
don't
got
know.
some Scottish, and you need to do an
I don't
ancestry test,
know.
like I did. That's how I found out.
Yeah, I need to for sure.
Bro. That's how I found out. I
But
found out from my grandmother I was related to somebody in the Salem witch trials.
oh no
Cause
shit, for real?
she's fucking from
No
Massachusetts.
way.
I was like,
No
because
sh
we were talking about
what? The Salem
we
witch
were
trials? That was back in the
we
day,
were
dude.
talking about she was asking about paranormal stuff, and I was like, I'm watching this one on the Salem witch trials, and she's like, oh, speaking of that, did you know that I did one of those family things, like the ancestry things you did? And I was like, yeah, what'd you find out? And she's like, apparently on my side of the family, we have somebody on my family tree that was either a witch or involved in something with witchcraft with the Salem witch trials.
Oh, so around the same time.
No, it was like somebody in my grandmother's in like her immediate family, whatever. It was like a woman
Oh, so this was
was.
like maybe like what, like 50 years,
I
60 years
think. Well, I
ago or
think
something like
I
that.
didn't.
Like
Yeah, I
your
think it was like.
grandma's days or
I
whatever. You
think
know what I mean?
no. She died. What? She was like 60 something. It was her. It was like her great like an aunt or something. I think. Let me
Damn.
see. Salem
Okay.
witch trials. I
She
want to
died kind
say
of young, a little bit young. You
my
know what I mean?
grandmother. No. Well, she had pancreatic cancer though.
Oh man, I'm sorry, my dude. I
Yeah.
mean, that sucks though. I'm pretty sure you guys are close, huh?
Hang on.
Or
So 1692 and May 1693 was the Salem witch trials. So my
oh, I
aunt,
know, I
whoever
remember.
was involved, must be
Right.
hella old and dead right now. Don't don't bring your witchcraft upon me, auntie. But yeah,
I
you
mean,
know it's.
I'm not saying I fuck with witchcraft, but I'm saying even I fuck with like this Nordic shit that I got going on over here though.
I don't do
Cause I ain't got.
witchcraft. I'll do like paranormal sessions, but that's about as
Well,
far as
I'm
I go.
saying like with the Vikings and stuff, they had like seers that did stuff like that, but it
Yeah.
wasn't witchcraft. It wasn't to the devil. It was to their gods. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Which to other Christians and stuff back in the day, right? Back in like the 14th century, they thought that was witchcraft. With them, sacrificing goats and shit like that, and
Yep.
pouring the blood on themselves, and then sprinkling the blood on the fucking, on the plants and shit, saying, give us a blessing. That's basically what it was.
Bro, did you
You know
know?
what I mean?
I don't know if you've ever played Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but I didn't know this until. But in the game, your
I have, and I
character.
do, and I also do have it.
Okay. Do you know that your character, Abel, is bisexual, and that so he likes men and women?
I could see that
Well,
because in the whole Viking thing, it kind of does go that way too sometimes.
yep. Well,
You know what I mean?
I've kissed the guy in the game just to see because
I,
I didn't know, but like he was flirting with me, and
Woo!
I was like the first time I
You was
played it,
getting
I
a
was
little
like, nah,
freaky inside some
fuck all that.
Valhalla,
Well, it happened
huh?
again, but it happened with a different gentleman in a scene, and so I was like, fuck it.
Hmm.
And then it just like
This was an
they like
NPC though, right?
yeah, it was an NPC, but your character
Okay.
Abor, like you can basically pick you could say, yeah, I like you a lot, I love you, let's go have some alone time, or you could basically turn them down. So for the fuck of it, I just tried it to see what it did, and it just shows them like kissing, and then the screen cuts black. But yeah, I mean, I guess according to Viking mythology and stuff, a lot of Vikings were bisexual back in the day.
Yeah, they were.
According to, I guess,
Yeah,
according
a
to
lot
their
of Vikings
ways. I
were
don't know.
bisexual back in the day. I mean,
How
but
would you
also, I
know
mean,
though? Like,
because also like, and there's a lot of movies, bro. There's, the Last Kingdom, Vikings, and all the other shit. I mean, I
actually a
wouldn't
good
really
show,
say,
The Last
I wouldn't
Kingdom.
really say the Vikings though, because it doesn't show that in that. But
That's
actually,
pretty
in a
terrible.
way, it kind of does if you think about it.
I would say what I meant, like, how would you know if you're bisexual or if you like men and women, is like if me and you were Vikings, since you like the Viking shit, I like the Viking shit. Like, how would I know back in that time? Like, oh yeah, I like a dude. I could see it now, like if I was to turn into a Viking now, because there's so much exposure to, LGBTQ, and some people push those beliefs on people and stuff. So I could see myself if I
Yeah,
was that, you
but
know,
you
uh,
see, I think it was more hidden then though.
yeah, oh yeah,
You know
absolutely.
what I mean? You know what I mean? It wasn't like so blatant. You know what I mean? Out in the open, two guys kissing out in the field. You know what I mean? With a white horse behind them, with a castle. You know what I mean? It wasn't Jordan over here.
Rob, what have you been watching
But
with
you know
two
what I mean?
gay dudes and a white horse?
You know what? Shut the fuck up. And you know what? There's nothing I've seen that. Okay, I'm just putting something up. What
He's like
AI would
Brokeback
put
Mountain.
together. Okay, I've never seen that to be honest with
Brokeback
you.
Mountain, I
I
haven't
don't want
either.
to.
I
I don't
wanted
want
to
to
see it
though.
because it was a cowboy movie, and then when I heard that Jake Gyllenhaal did a sex scene, I was like, I think I'm gonna pass. Doesn't look so good anymore.
Who was that guy? The brunette dude, right? Was it a blonde dude and a brunette dude
Heath
that got
Ledger
together?
and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, the brunette dude. What movie did he play on that I remember? Like,
Heath Ledger?
Jake Gyllenhaal?
no. Well, obviously Keith Ledger, he played off of like, A Knight's Tale and shit. Okay, I understand that. But the other guy,
He was also on.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
what in the movie?
Fargo.
Yep.
I don't know that.
October Sky, where they made rockets.
Yeah, October Sky.
Uh,
He did that movie, the Spider-Man movie, Far From
The
Home.
Spider-Man movie?
Yep. Played Mysterio.
That okay? Yeah, that's actually where I probably recognize him from.
what's the war movie he was in too?
Oh, Jarhead.
Oh,
Yeah, Jarhead.
Oh, Jarhead. Yeah.
yeah, that's another one too. Yeah, that's the main one. Yeah, that's what I remember him. That's what I remember him from.
He
Spider-Man 2,
also,
but mainly that one.
I don't remember in Spider-Man. Jake Gyllenhaal? Spider-Man 2?
No, no, not the one
With
Tobey
Toby
Maguire. The
Maguire,
one
the one
Andrew, with,
Spider-Man.
with Andrew, with Andrew, oh, okay. Because there is a Homecoming.
I think it's Far
Far
From
From
Home.
Home.
Homecoming
Homecoming
is
is
when
when
he
he
went
went
up
up
against
against.
Far From Home, he had the glasses.
What's the one where he faced the lizard in the sewer?
That's the Incredible Spider-Man. That's a different Spider-Man.
But yeah,
Oh yeah, no lizard. The Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's the same Spider-Man that goes up against the Electric Dude. Or is it what's his name?
I remember the electricity dude on Iron Man.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that was the guy that was actually trying to replicate
Nice.
Iron Man's suit.
That was.
The guy from like Russia or Bulgaria or whatever.
Yeah, that was the same Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
There
There
was
was
one.
Roadhouse was another one with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Roadhouse.
That was actually pretty good.
Um. Okay, yeah, Spider-Man: Far From Home. The Sisters Brothers. Everest, Southpaw, Demolition, Nightcrawler, and A Watch. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was sad too.
oh fucking
The
hell.
Zodiac. The Zodiac, when he played the Zodiac Killer. That was a good one. Day After Tomorrow.
Yep.
Donnie Darko. Bubble Boy.
Oh, that's what I. Oh, Bubble Boy too for sure. Yeah.
Bubble.
Oh
City
my God, that's
Slickers.
so old, dude. Bubble Boy. Holy fucking shit.
He was in another one too, where I watched like with a couple years ago, where he was like a photographer or something.
Yeah, and while he was doing that, he ended up photographing like a serial killer or some
Yeah,
shit or something like that. Oh
yeah.
man,
Let's see if I
I
can.
know what you're talking about. But I can't. That's all. I mean, you obviously already said the Zodiac. You mean the Zodiac killer, but
It might be
What's that
it's,
one movie?
it's not that one.
Are you talking about the one where there's that little plastic bag floating around? He's like,
N- Nightcrawler is what it's called with Jake Gyllenhaal.
I've never heard that.
It's
Nightcrawler?
he stumbles into a career as a cameraman and armed with a camcorder and police scanner begins nocturnal forays across the city in search of shocking and grisly crimes when he catches the eye of a shop-worn news director who welcomes the chance to raise her station's ratings. So he basically goes after like money shots like in Spider-Man and stuff to make more money. He films like murders or whatever happening and then sells it, makes money.
Oh, okay. So, do you guys even have Off the Grid even downloaded or no?
I do.
Okay, how about you, Justin?
I do not think
Probably not.
do know. I have a
You do
profile on
not,
there.
sir. So you still do?
I have a profile on there. I deleted it.
You just don't have it. You just don't have it downloaded yet. Okay.
Yeah, I thought we deleted it.
get spots of free right now.
Well, it's still in beta, isn't it?
Yeah.
How long is the beta for? Like, do you know?
I don't know. I tried to Google that.
I was about to say because I know you know you be trying to get the info on that shit. Trying to get the info on that.
Okay, so I came here. I got
So
almost 2,000.
is the Diablo season already over?
Oh yeah.
Season 7
started on Tuesday.
The day that I went to jail. Fuck. Okay. Fuck.
I've got a level 52 necromancer right now.
Level what?
52.
Damn, you just restarted and you're already on 52. You're like, you know what? I feel like you'd be like binging it whenever you first start, huh?
Yeah, I got
I think yesterday
played for like 8 hours.
Because oh yeah, dude, for sure. Hey, like no joke. Whenever you first start, right? If you think about it, you actually kind of level up pretty fast at first, you know?
Yeah.
Like you level up pretty fast. So
And I think if I'm correct, if you're playing with higher level players too, you level up quicker off of them completing missions when you help them.
See, the game
really,
is based off
off
of
of
whoever the
whoever.
party leader is.
Mm-hmm.
So like when like say Rob were to jump on right now, and he joined my party, he would join my
My
world.
world.
These monsters
Are stronger.
can actually kill me like really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if he joined my world, he would be able to smash on them motherfuckers.
I would definitely.
But see, if you joined, I meant to say, shut
Dorn.
the fuck up,
If
Jordan.
we just dorned.
Shut up,
I
shut up,
swear
Jordan.
after
Shut up, Jordan.
Shut up, Jordan. Dorn.
If you would have joined Jordan, fuck. If you would have joined Jordan's game and let him kill everything, then you would be able to level up quicker.
How was that? If I'm not doing anything, if I got
That's how I did.
If you come into mine, as long as you're close to, as long as you're within every kill that I you're gaining experience off of it.
Yep.
Really? I
Yep.
didn't know that. That's why that I was just like, just rushing that shit whenever I was playing with you. You know what I mean? I don't know if you noticed or not. I'm pretty sure you did, but I'm just saying like, like that's why I was doing that. If I would have noticed that, I would have just hang back a little bit, get whatever little stragglers, you know what I mean, and then get that XP.
That's what I kept
You feel me?
to do because she chose to start with a rogue.
Ooh, nice. Okay. A rogue. Okay.
I told her,
I said,
you have a bow. Hang back, like stay behind me. Let me and my minions fight. You just get in the back, and within 10 minutes, I've gone up like 15 levels.
So, if I'm gonna play with you, do I gotta start a whole new character since you're in a whole new season?
Yes, sir.
But you see, okay, I'm gonna
If you
keep
want to, but
I'm gonna
stop.
keep my last one though too. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep the last one and I'm just gonna make a new one.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Oh,
beyond, oh I know that. It's just that the fact is that on my one before this, I actually deleted that one and I made a whole new one on this one anyway. It's just to make a whole bunch of room, you know? Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna keep this one, right? And then I'm gonna make a whole new one to start the new season with you. You know what I mean? So I can at least level up and shit.
yeah. See, I have 0 characters right now.
Alright, hey you guys.
Oh yeah, yeah. I only got one right now.
Hey guys, I'm jumping off for the night.
All right, bro.
I'm just
Alright,
gonna
bro.
walk back
Hey,
into
hey,
the.
bro. Just hit me up sometime. You know, if you ever want to kick it or something. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm down. I
Yeah,
will.
and I'll send you the deets. You know what I mean? The fucking details and shit. You know. So just hit me up.
Alright, for sure. Alright,
You
you
got my
guys have a
cell
good night.
phone, right?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, bet, bet.
Alright, you guys have a good night.
You too, bro.
You too, Bob.
Alright, love you too.
Later, bro.
Later.
Okay, let's see. There's. Oh, I got me a big old fucker. Come on.
Man, this is just crazy though. Like, I mean, I don't feel like I'm really gonna go to jail whenever I go to court on Monday. You know what I mean? But I'm just hoping I
I don't.
don't.
I don't think you will. You didn't put hands on her. It doesn't
No,
sound like you guys are
no,
like.
no.
Doesn't sound like you're a threat to her, and vice versa. So, it sounds like she's just made it into something bigger.
She was just basically scared for her life for some reason. Like, because to be honest with her, like she has like really bad ADHD, anxiety. You know what I mean? And you know
Right.
what? It could be something at work that just set her off. I know some whenever I was trying to hit her up, you know what I mean? She just went off on me. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what it was. You mean she went into like defense mode because how bad her day at work was, you know?
Right.
So
Yeah. No, I
I
mean,
mean, and you know what? And you know what's funny too? Is that earlier that day, she was like, "Oh, do you got like, that $5 or $10 that you owe me, right? Because I did borrow like $10 from her, right, or whatever." I was
yeah.
like, "Hey, let me see what I could do," you know what I mean? Because she was like, "Hey, I really need this money, right, or whatever, right?" I was like, "All right, cool." So guess what? Whenever I came back down on Tuesday, right, Tuesday afternoon,
Mm-hmm.
I went by over there and I gave her the $10 I owed her and everything. I gave her the $10. I bought myself a pack of cigarettes, got myself a beer, right? I was like, hey, you mean keep that 10? That's yours. You mean that's the one that I owe you? And she's like, oh, thank you. You mean? And then all of a sudden, that happens later on that night, my dude. Like, I don't know what the fuck switched up on her. You know what I mean?
Almost
You
sounds
feel
like
me?
it's planned. Like, okay, he's
You know
gonna give
what?
me the
You're the
money.
second person to say that, bro. Because you know what? Guess what? Facts. My fucking girl from here, she straight up said, this sounds like that she planned this whole fucking thing.
Well, I
That
mean, if
she
you
wanted you to get the fuck out for her boyfriend to come inside.
That's what I was gonna tell you earlier. Is like now she's got free rent of the house. The dude can come over I mean, that would make sense, bro, right? Because it's like,
I mean, as of right now, that she is the actual sole fucking holder of that fucking goddamn apartment because I did take my name off the lease. But guess what? I do have a king size bed and a fucking 75-inch fucking Samsung TV still there,
well, I
which means
believe your
that they
girl
can't.
because your girl sounds pretty smart from just hearing her talk and stuff. And you talk about her, like it sounds like
Oh
I
yeah,
agree with
yeah.
her
That's
that
why I'm with her, man. That's why I'm with her. She's fucking awesome, my dude. My girl's awesome. I
yeah,
mean,
you got honestly,
this
bro.
this chick, man. You know, bro. You know, what? Guess what? I've been feeling like I've been pretty lucky lately.
I was gonna say that too. I've been ever since you kind of introduced her, and she's just been kind of.
I mean, think about it, my dude. This chick just only met me like 2 months ago, and she bailed me out of jail. She didn't have to do that, and she did that. Man, I love her to death. Like, you know what? You know what, though, too? Here's the thing, okay? We straight up made it official like today or yesterday. I think it was like yesterday or today or whatever, right? That we are actually going out. But here's the
Hmm.
thing, though. I've always loved her ever since I first met her. Like whenever I first met her, guess what? I had six other bitches I could have just put my dick straight deep inside, you know what I mean? Just pound that shit anytime I wanted. But guess what? Whenever I met her, I came over here and I knew how willing that she was to, at least help me out and be there for me, right?
Hmm.
Guess what? I dropped all those other bitches, bro. Because guess what? She was worth it. She is worth it.
That's kind of
And
how it
guess
was when
what?
I was with Katie, bro.
That's what I'm saying, my dude. Yeah.
That's what a lot of people don't seem to when I was going back and forth with her. A lot of people didn't realize, like, yeah, she was hurting me, not physically, but more mentally and emotionally. But when she had our good days, bro, it was kind of like the way I could explain my feelings for her was probably like how I felt for Rosie, right? Rosie's always going to be my number one. She always will be. I'm always going to love that girl no matter what. There's a part of me that, still misses her, but I'm not in love with her. But that I kind of felt that same way about Katie. Like,
Exactly. Because even with Bailey right now, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I love her as a person, but I'm not in love with her.
right.
You know what I mean? We're not getting back together. No chance in the world. I mean, you know what? You know what? Here is a chance. You know what? Here is a chance right here that she would actually have. Okay, is that you know if it actually snowed in hell?
Right.
That is a fucking very, very, very slim chance that would ever happen. And guess what? Even then, guess what? I would look at her and be like, and just walk away. Yeah, she would just
Yeah.
be a big fucking fat joke to me because you know what? I wasted 4 years of my life on this bitch. And you know what too? You guys all know too, because you know what? You guys were there.
Now do you understand?
In a way, you know what I mean? I mean, I know I kind of cut you guys off, right? I get that, but before I did all that, you guys heard all the shit that I was telling you about what was going on and stuff, right? With some of you, right? Jordan, Justin, you and all you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there were some times where I would call you and be like, oh, you know what I mean? Some shit's fucked up, you know what I mean? She's doing this and this,
Yeah.
I would let you guys know, and that was before I, cut everybody off. For some fucking stupid reason because of her stupid ass. Because you know what? I was so in love. Guess what? I was so stupidly in love with her that I did that. Because guess what? Family and friends, that's actually the thing.
Hence
You know what I mean?
why I messaged you so we could work this out, so we could all play together again. Even though I don't feel like I'm in the wrong, I'm still gonna do the right thing.
No working out. There's no working out, dude. We're just friends, my dude. We are always friends, and guess what? If anything, guess what? That was just a little break. Don't ever think that we're not friends just because just because I blocked you. You will always
Yeah.
find a way to get a hold of me. Because guess what? Yes, I may block you off of my phone or off of Messenger, but guess what? You'll be able to at least find me on PlayStation. That's what I'm saying. You'll be able to at least find me on some kind of social
Dude,
media, so you
I'm
can
not
at
even
least
gonna
get a
lie.
hold of me.
You can ask
know what I mean?
you can ask Jordan because I told
Why do
him
you think
this.
that you were able to text me? Because you know what? I didn't block you off that. Because you know what?
No.
Guess what? I already had that number.
I was gonna say, yeah, I was like, you sent me that before we got into it, and then I was like, he blocked me on this, so then I told Jordan, I was like, what? I'm gonna try to call him, but and Jordan can verify because I was telling him this. I was like, I wonder if I should try to call him and just try to make peace, and we could maybe there's like a big misunderstanding, blah blah blah, because I was talking to Jordan about it.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, I was
Yeah.
talking to Jordan about it tonight, and I was like, dude, am I tripping? Or, like, did I really post something on there about what Rob's talking about, and I just don't see it? So Jordan then eventually went looking, and then I was like, I think even Jordan or I said, maybe it's possible that you thought it was me when it was somebody else. This is the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, sometimes you'll see someone, it'll be a post, but it's supposed to one of your friends is tagged in.
It just basically said that you became some kind of like yeah,
Dude.
I'm not saying that you were being a priest or anything. It was just some kind of certificate saying that you were able to like marry people and shit. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. You know what I mean?
I think I don't know if that's I think that's, yeah. Well, no, and see, that's weird
You know
because.
what I mean? Like, and it was an actual certificate with your name on it. And I was like, what? Okay.
And see, what's weird is when me and Bear got into it, that's what I brought up, and I was like, he's like, are you mad that he thought like about a pat? And I was like, no. I was like, it wasn't what you said, it was just how you basically, when I was like, yeah, I have no idea, and then you thought I was calling you a liar, and I was like, no, I don't remember. Because the way with me, if I was to do become a pastor or something online, I would definitely 100% share it. So I was like, maybe there's a
Well, that's what I'm
chance.
saying. Like that's what it was saying that you were basically becoming a pastor and you were becoming, being able to, baptize people and all the other shit. You know what I mean?
I know somebody else
So,
on my friends list that just got, I believe they just got their license, whatever, to be a pastor. But and I might have been tagged in it, which is what I think Jordan was saying. But um, the only pastor I know on my friends list is my old teacher. So and he does like sermons, so that's the only one. But yeah, no, I think if I was gonna be a pastor, I think I would have done told you guys already. At this
well, I don't
point,
know.
at
I
this point,
mean,
bro,
I
if I
mean,
got an
I figured
OnlyFans, I would
that.
tell
You
you
know what I
guys.
mean? But
I don't know
I
enough
mean, with
about
you
to be a
talking the stuff that you're
pastor.
talking about, that's why I was like, I mean, I wasn't trying to call you out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was just trying to just be like, hey, do you think this would be going good with that? Like,
Well,
but
I even brought it up to Bear because I was telling him how like me and you were saying you thought like that we were talking about maybe seeing me as like a pastor, like complete, like something, and he's like no, dude, you're lying. He's like, Rob didn't say anything about a pastor. I was like, he did. I was like, and he's like, no, I was
he
listening.
did.
And I was like, no, Bear. I was like, I will put it on
He
anybody
did.
dead or my life or whatever. I was like, your brother did say something about he thought I was trying to become a pastor. And then he's like, no, 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 no. I was like, okay, Rob. Or I was like, okay, Bear, I'm not gonna argue. So I should have fucking asked him that when he was in here, but just to clarify. But because your brother wasn't listening, I don't think he was too big. Like me and you were arguing, and then he was arguing with me while you said that. So I was like, yeah, but
You know what though too? Even if she actually tried to like sell my TV and shit, right?
mm-hmm.
Off topic, right? Guess what? I actually have video proof right now that I actually had that TV while I was in there. Tuesday, November 12th, 2024. This was like what? November, December, like 3 months ago. You know what I mean? Like,
Do you have
so
any
if that shit,
Do you have any like receipts? Anything proving that you bought it? Because I feel like you guys aren't married, but I feel like if she seems like she's that
well,
type of
that's the
person.
thing is that my name was on the lease and shit. And to be honest, if I really wanted to pull it up, I could actually call the fucking landlords and they can give me the, records and shit of who actually signed it. You
I'm
know what
just
I
talking about
mean?
for the TV. Like if she tries to say it's yours, if you have, feel like the judge, they're gonna want to
Oh,
see
the
some type of
police
proof.
already know it's mine. I mean, dude, think about it. I went inside my own room, right, with my bed and TV, right? I took
Hmm.
my tapestry down. I fucking took out my PS5. You mean out of my TV? I mean, I took all my clothes, all my shit out. You know what I mean? You mean,
Right.
and obviously, and you know what though too is that what's funny is that one of the female officers, whenever she walked in, and she saw my Viking fucking like bed set and all that, she's like, "Oh, I like your bed set." I was like, "Oh, thank you."
You have a Viking bed. I think you're the. Don't take this the wrong way, okay? I don't know
Do
any
you
grown
want?
man
Oh,
that has
hey,
a bed
Justin.
set like with pictures on it.
Justin, do you want me to send you the video? I'll send you the video of my room, how I
Yeah, I
had it,
mean,
bro, with the
I'd
Viking bed set. Hey,
fuck
guess
yeah.
what, too? With the rabbit fur on there, too.
Oh yeah.
Oh
I want a
yeah,
bed, bro, like they
real
have
rabbit fur,
in.
my dude. Guess what? That blanket that you're about to see was $200. And guess what, too? I unblocked it off of fucking Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, don't you ever do that again, or it's over for
Fuck
good.
you.
No, no, I'm just gonna take your advice.
And it's only about 30 seconds long. And you know what, too? This is the room that you can get up in fucking Arkansas. Just know that. This was just one room, like, and I had a 75 inch. Like, you can see my headphones and all that shit.
Let
Check
me
it out.
see.
And too, you can even see my little LEDs too. Too, I even actually had an LED behind the TV also.
Let
But
me
I just
see.
sent that to you. Yeah, watch that real quick. And let me know what you think. Like that actual. Okay, dude, I had an actual bed set
Let
and the
me do
pillowcases to
this.
match with that actual Viking tapestry, bro.
Here we go. I sent your friend request before I looked at that. Let me see.
Oh,
Ba.
on Facebook. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, since we're not friends and shit right now, since we blocked each other. Okay.
Oh, that I've seen that. Oh yeah, I've seen these.
That's what I'm saying. See?
Are these like off of Temu?
No, dude. Okay. Wait. Which one? What? The
Like
astronaut or the
the Viking stuff? Because I've seen stuff on Temu.
the
Like
Viking stuff? I got it off of Amazon, my dude. I paid for
okay.
that fucking comforter and the fucking pillow set and all that shit for like $100, dude.
Let me go
Like
back.
that fucking comforter, like that comforter's thick, my dude, and the pillow sets are fucking, dude.
It's a nice ass
It's
fucking
bad.
bed.
That's what I'm. That's what I'm saying. That's what I left there. Is that king size, dude? That's a king size, my dude.
I mean, I got a queen.
That's what I'm saying. My shit's a king. My shit's double size of yours. You
It's
could
weird,
fit 3 bitches on there, bro, with you inside. Like,
bro. I've always been told a queen is bigger than a king.
no.
That's what I
As
was
far as I
told. Like,
know, well, okay, a California king is probably a little bit smaller than a queen, but an
so
actual king is actually wider. That's what I'm saying. It's maybe not as thick or
so
whatever, but it's wider.
so what is a
So you can
California king then? Because when people say California king, I automatically assume it's a king bed.
well, to be honest, those are kind of fucking huge. To be honest, as far as I know, but
Let
I
me
mean,
see.
to be honest, whoever told you that a king or a California king is bigger than or is actually smaller than a queen is, as far as I know, it's kind of tripping. I
Well, I
mean, if
mean,
you look it up, I
it
mean,
came
look it
it
up
came
and
from
see.
my dad. So I mean, and he says a lot of
I
shit.
mean,
So
look it up on Google or whatever real quick, and you know what I mean. I mean,
let
I
me
may
see.
be wrong. You know what I mean. I'm not saying I'm 100% right, but as far as I know, I mean, I have a queen size or I have a king size bed, right? And my shit's wide as fuck. I mean, besides me, I could fit 3 other females or 3 other people there. I mean, on my bed,
So
and
it
we will all have
says
enough room.
says a California king bed, also known as a Cal King or Western King, is a mattress that is 72 inches wide by 84 inches long. It's the largest standard mattress size, and is ideal for tall people or narrow. Ooh, maybe okay.
12 people, so that's bigger than a fucking king. Holy shit, balls! So is a
No, no,
king
not for
smaller than a
12,
queen then?
not for 12 people, for tall people.
For tall people. Oh, see, yeah, so it's more narrow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not more wide. Like, I mean, my bed, even though I lay on it, right? I still got like another 4 or 5 inches until I reach, you know what I mean, the actual footboard, you know? I still got like
Let me see.
quite a bit of room still left. But I
Okay,
also, but it's also really wide. So,
so I looked up the difference. The main difference between a king and California king mattress is their dimensions. A king mattress is wider, while a California king mattress is longer. Oh, I see it right here.
well,
And
what's the difference between a queen and a king though? Like, okay,
okay,
do you know what? Here is the question. Put in this.
what's the difference between a king and queen bed?
No, no. What I'm saying is that which one is bigger, a king or a queen mattress, or a king queen bed or whatever. You know what I mean?
So all it says right here is a king bed is 16 inches wider than a queen bed. So a king bed is 60 inches wide by 80
Hold on,
inches long, and a queen is 60 by 80.
hold on. Hey, um, where are you at right now?
Almost home. Why? What's up?
Oh, so you're driving?
I just pulled over to get me a soda.
I wonder if it's more beneficial, like cheaper for me to get just flour or pre-rolls than a cartridge. Like, what would I save more money on getting is just actual weed or a cartridge? Like my, you know, what's crazy is my mother even said she's like, I was like, why are you coming down so hard on me for? Because I told her I got another weed pen the other day, and she's like, oh my gosh, you're addicted, and I'm like, no. She's like, you're. What did she say? She's like, you're addicted to that, just like your vape pen. I was like, well, Mom, it's not a vape pen, first of all. A vape pen is usually a disposable. This is a mod. Well, she's like, yeah, regardless, son, they make you sick. And I was like, maybe the disposable ones do, but any place I've ever been to, I've never gotten sick from vaping. But I do know people who have used disposables and gotten really sick. But yeah, she was basically on, not like a rage bait, but she just went on like a little short story about it was basically what I told you and Bear, that she found out my stepdad was basically, oh, you know what, I can't say it on live because I'm live streaming, but there's a reason why she doesn't like it. It's something to do with our family and us having addiction, so she's afraid I'm going to get addicted to weed. And I told her I'm not, and she's like, you're doing it right now. And I was like, yeah, because I'm in pain. She's like, you're in pain all the time, so you saying you're going to smoke weed all the time? I was like, I mean, not when I'm at work, but when I get off work, yeah. But or she'll just say, well, if that helps pain, then why don't you just take a pain pill? Like, you could take a pain pill without the high effects. And I was like, because I like the high effects. It helps me. I can listen to music and I can vibe with the music. I was like, Mom, it's basically like when I'm drunk. I can forget my worries and stuff, and I can just chill and listen to music and talk with friends and just relax. The only difference between you know, and she's like, well, that's what you told me vaping was for. I was like, yes, vaping helps with stress, but weed, it's more of a mental stress, or it just calms my brain down, it calms my body down. I can just relax. I did take my last edible, so it should. I didn't. Oh shit, dude! I didn't cut it up either. Fuck, dude, that's 200 milligrams. It's fucking like half of those is one of my fucking. Half of a fucking edible is basically that cartridge. Or the THC, because the edibles are 200 milligrams each, so I just took a full one, and then half is 100, and basically it's 200 milligrams of THC. So yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
You're good.
I had to talk to him real quick. My buddy was trying to come by and shit and chill for a minute. He thought I was still living, where I was living at.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I had to like explain to him. I was like, hey, this is what happened. He's like, oh shit, really? I was like, yeah, bro. She straight called the cops on me. This bitch, like, I didn't even lay hands on her. Like, like what the fuck? He was like, all right, thank you for letting me know. I was like, hey, because I know, with my boy over here, right? He actually he likes to go to the bars and shit.
Mhm.
So he always hits me up because guess what? I'm a chick magnet. You guys all know this. I'm a fucking chick magnet. But guess what? I don't go there to go look for chicks since I'm with someone, you know what I mean? If I'm going over there with him, right? Yeah, I'm gonna get fucked up and shit. But guess what? I'm not looking for nobody. I'm
Wish I
going over
could
there
be a
just to play
chick
some
magnet.
pool. You know what I mean? I'm over there to fucking sit there and eat some food and shit and just have a good time.
I might have to go with you and see how good of a chick magnet I am.
Justin, you gotta really, really consider on maybe actually moving in with Bear or not, my dude. Like, Because guess
Well,
what? If you did, that would be the whole duo. But also at the same time, though, he actually has his girl with him, so that's kind of something you gotta think about.
no,
You know
that's one of the
that
reasons that was that when he told me when he something about his girl and that she was gonna move in, I was like, well, I was like, there's no point even asking because it's I'm not I'm I was considering it at
Oh
one
well, at
point.
that point, yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
was considering it at one point, but then my mother, she was like, what'd she say last year? She's like, if you move down there, you're basically 2 days away from us. So, and she's like, and I love you, but a ticket from where Bear lives in Arkansas to me, where my parents live, is like a $300 ticket. I think something like that. So she's
So
like,
where you are from him to him,
from where I am to Bear, it's like a 2 or 3 day trip, and I think it's like $300. I can't
for
sit
like
on
what, like a
to
Greyhound or what?
yeah, like a Greyhound, and I won't. I can't travel for 3 days on a Greyhound. I can't do it. There's Greyhounds. There's no food. An Amtrak. If I was able to sleep, if I could fall asleep in the middle of the daytime and put a timer on, whatever the case is, then it's like yeah. But
Right, right. I mean, I feel that.
I mean, dude, my ADHD was so bad when I was a kid, which is completely natural, but I couldn't sit still like in a car. Like I had to be doing something. Like so I like as a kid I played video games,
Is that
but
why you started smoking though too? To try to maybe help that ADHD a little bit, try
well
to calm
that's
down a little bit?
I put myself back on Zoloft because it's supposed to help with my ADHD. It's supposed to help me concentrate more and kind of ease down the talking. It's basically supposed to do what the weed
So you
does.
don't think that marijuana can't do that alone though?
Oh, I think it can. It's just I would have to find. I don't know if this ADHD because
I mean,
I
that's
put
just like legal down there, my dude. You know what I mean?
well
Compared
weed.
as it
Oh
is over
yeah,
here.
it definitely is.
Yeah.
We just can't. We're just not supposed to smoke here. Like people here where I live, they're not. We're not supposed to smoke here. But the
Like,
managers,
like in your apartment or nothing?
yeah, like it's because we're
Because if you got an actual legal card or whatever, I mean, obviously that's, medicinal or whatever it is over there, but over here with the legal card, you're able to do that because, what I mean, you can't smoke it anywhere else, you know what I mean? You can't be
with.
like outside smoking that shit, you know what I mean?
Well, I see. I told my managers about this. I don't know how they feel now because I asked these were like the old managers, I think, if I'm correct. But when the maintenance guy came, I was asking him about the weed because we're kind of like friends and stuff. Like we just chit chat here and there. And I was
Right.
like, so if I was like, hey, I got a question. Like I know people smoke weed here. I was like, but how would like like if I wanted to whatever edibles, whatever, could I? And he's like, we don't care. I was like. He's like, if when HUD comes, yeah, like you got to hide that stuff, but yeah, generally, like we're not gonna care if you smoke weed because we understand that people, smoke weed for medicinal purposes and they,
And
pain
not
meds
only
don't
that,
work.
but that's, if anything, that's like the lowest kind of grade of drug, you know what I mean? As long as you're not like, shooting up heroin and, you know,
Well,
doing meth and shit, you know what I mean? And that's the shit that you gotta worry about down here. You know what I mean? Because motherfuckers they be going to those rehabs, and guess
yeah.
what? They be sneaking in meth and shit.
Well, see,
So,
it's weird. This kind of came just to my mind about the weed thing, right? So many people use and smoke weed, right? That eventually the government was just paying a shit ton of money to lock people up for it. They made it legal, right? Obviously, smoking weed or marijuana has its natural sources of what for the human body and stuff, but they'll make it legal. Like there's so many people that do heroin and coke, right? But the government won't tax it because those drugs actually kill you, whereas weed doesn't. So it's like it's a money making thing. So that's the way I
mm,
look at it. Like they're not doing it because it's good for a lot of Americans do it for pain and stuff. It's like they spend more money when it's illegal, so they should just need to legalize it and then just tax people. You know, Like at the end of the day, the government's always going to get a piece. Kind of just how it is with TikTok too. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. Huh?
Ow, bitch, that hurt.
oh, I got another one. Another fish bites the dust. Swim, swim, swim. Another fish on the hook. And a big fish on, and a big fish on. A big fish on the hook. What is this? This is probably a catfish, most likely. Yep. Time is at 9:45. It's almost my bedtime.
Oh, you have a bedtime?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm usually off before this when I'm taking hits, but I
Whenever I'm taking hits, bruh.
that I
Go
know
ahead.
that I was just asking Jordan this. I was like, dude, I wonder if it's more beneficial if I just smoke weed like with a little bong or a pipe, or like to save me like what's cheaper if I get cartridges or just actual weed. Whatever is like the cheapest way to save me money. Like if I can just get a bong and just smoke a little bit of weed every night to help me sleep and just to kind of relax, and I can afford to do like $40 or whatever. But
Oh, yeah.
actually, I think after